think what makes PC Connection so unique to our community, beyond the obvious fact that they are a publicly traded company, is the observation that I have long had that they are one of our largest employers here, especially in an industry that is going to be not only the current strength of Nashua's economy, but the future strength of Nashua's economy, and that of course is the high-tech / software and biotech industries. The fact that PC Connection has so many local employees today that are in that industry is an asset that I think we can capitalize upon, especially when one considers the fact that the city and the chamber are currently undertaking a branding initiative that is very likely going to accentuate the high-tech industry. Moving forward, should that branding initiative move along those lines, as we think it will, PC Connection is going to play a very highly visible role as an example of what other companies can look at when they're considering bringing high-tech companies here and high-tech workers to the area. Beyond that, I think PC Connection will take a more visible leadership role when it comes to young workforce retention and recruitment. I know from having conversations and interactions with their top-level management over the past year that PC Connection places high value on the ability to bring more young workers into their company, into their walls, and therefore to the community at large. And I think there is a great opportunity for PC Connection to take a more visible leadership role here on a local level and on a statewide level when it comes to recruiting and retaining more young workers, because they have a very direct interest in it beyond just improving the community at large. When one considers the question or the value of PC Connection being a publicly traded company versus a company like Fidelity Investments, for example, which is a privately owned LLC, the impact that that has on the Nashua economy really is negligible. The value is more seen by the company itself rather than by the community. The fact that one company is public and another company is private really doesn't carry a lot of weight when the Chamber of Commerce or the city considers what that means for the local economy. It has everything to do, though, on the inside. A company like PC Connection chooses to be publicly traded because there are certain benefits to it through its revenue streams, through funding sources and such, whereas Fidelity has a different outlook due to different circumstances and a different management structure. So at the end of the day, does it really value the Nashua economy and community for one company to be publicly traded while another one is privately? Not really. The Nashua community is fortunate to have a number of large employers. Some of the state's largest companies are headquartered in and around Nashua, and that certainly is no accident. The fact that we are right on the border with Massachusetts gives us access to very highly skilled and educated workers who might choose to live in Massachusetts but are willing to commute up here for jobs. We also have very good infrastructure when one considers the Nashua community and access to it, whether it be from the Manchester-Boston Regional Airport or from Logan Airport in Boston. The fact that freight rail does come up right through Nashua. Our highways are in very good shape. Our Everett Turnpike / Route 3 has just recently been expanded over the last 15 years. All of these things lend themselves to Nashua being a very good locale for large companies to come into the area. That being said, there are more opportunities down the road to do even more of this. And as I mentioned earlier, we have freight rail, but we'd like to get passenger rail. I know that there are companies who would absolutely consider moving to the Nashua area if we were able to get passenger rail here. That is probably the single key to Nashua's future success in terms of attracting more large companies here and allowing Nashua to further enhance its standing as the economic engine for New Hampshire.